What's up, guys? Big Papa Drock here, coming at you today in DC Dark Legion, guys. And what a perfect time to be checking this game out because we are right around the corner from Halloween. And when I tell you that DC Dark Legion has a ton of really cool Halloween stuff coming up, I am not exaggerating. But let me just ask you, you guys big fans of scary movies? I am an absolute chicken when it comes to this stuff. It doesn't matter what the scary movie is. I always freak myself out. So let me know in the comments down below what your favorite scary movies are, and if you are someone who loves scary movies or is as scared as I am, but definitely not going to be scared of checking out DC Dark Legion. Let me tell you that. And a huge thank you to DC Dark Legion for sponsoring today's video. Guys, I've got a link in the description down below. If you want to support the channel, check out a cool new game, please make sure to check out that link and get started with DC Dark Legion. We're going to be looking at a lot of cool stuff that the game's got coming. So super stoked for that. But don't forget, this Halloween, get a chance to fight the fright and save the night, baby, because that's how we're doing it here with DC Dark Legion. Don't sleep on the fact that only the best strategists survive the night, all right? That is a strategy game. So buckle up, because here we go. So what is DC Dark Legion? DC Dark Legion is the official DC strategy game. It is a combination base building game as well as a hero collector. I should say superhero and super villain collector, because there are over 60 different superheroes and supervillains for you to collect. And we're going to go through all the good stuff, all the cool things going on with this game. Let's start with the roster, because I think we can all agree the most exciting part of any game like this is getting the awesome champions. And one of the things that I really like about DC Dark Legion is it's really not hard to get these champions. I haven't been playing a super long time, and I already have 3 different mythical level champions and multiple legendaries, which I think is such a nice thing that it's not super unaccessible. And I've been playing free to play, by the way. So this is very achievable in a short period of time with how generous their summoning systems are. So you've got lots of different characters in this game. Of course, you got characters like Batman. You've got characters like Harley Quinn, as we can see here, the inimitable sidekick to the Joker. You've got characters like Deadshot and the Flash. So there's a lot of different opportunities to get these amazing DC superheroes and supervillains. Let's drill a little bit into how you actually upgrade them too while we're here. So you can see you've got your star system, which is essentially your level cap, and then you've also got your levels itself. So you can look to raise your level cap using the stimulator resource here. So we'll go ahead and do that for the moment for our boy, the Flash, and raise his level cap up as well as increase his stats. So you can see enhancement success. And now we've got some more power level there for our boy Flash. And then you just upgrade their levels. It's as simple as clicking a button. I found the resources to be very generous in playing this game, where it's not super aggressive in terms of how easy it is to get them to upgrade your champions. So I've really enjoyed that aspect of it. Of course, you can gear them as well. One of the things that I really like about this is they've got a really solid quick equip that will take your best available piece and put it right in there for you, and then also show you how much they have increased by as well. So I really like that. And then you've got your force abilities over here, which kind of, focuses like a talent tree, essentially, where you can put points into different things here, activate specific, boosts to your attack, for example. Speaking of which, you'll notice these little icons up here. These all coordinate with different factions, essentially. So you've got a Justice League faction here for the Flash. You've also got the Flash family, and then we've got Metahuman as well. And that's important when it comes to building teams, because certain superheroes get certain bonuses, right? So Deadshot, for example, is a weapons master in a Suicide Squad. He's also a villain. So if you have other heroes or villains on the team that have these different factions, they actually get bonuses to their stats. So very important when it comes to building teams to keep in mind exactly who you are putting on the battlefield. And we'll go through all the different battles and how that kind of works later, but just wanted to call that out because there is a lot of strategy in this game, a lot of depth, which I was really excited to see. So there's a ton of different heroes and supervillains you can get. You can see there's quite a few I haven't locked in yet. But like I said, I've only been playing several days, and I've been really surprised at how easy it is to get some of these awesome heroes. So here's one of the ways you can do it. You can do it through recruitment. Right now, they've got a limited time draw for Superman on, who is a mythical champion. or a mythic champion, as well as Shazam as a possibility for boosted odds here. So we can go ahead and rip a 10 right now and see what we pop up with. All right, fingers crossed. Can we get something good? Ooh, energy mace. Okay, nice. And it looks like we got a couple legendaries here too. Awesome. We got Catwoman. That's new for me. I didn't have Catwoman before. That's great. Let's go. Okay. See? Very, very, very reasonable opportunity to obtain superheroes and supervillains in this game. Let's also talk about how you star them up. So you'll notice I already had some essentially points here. And so you can just evolve them right here using those additional kind of shards, souls, whatever you want to call it. And you can raise their star level that well as raise their stats. So that's another way that you can actually level up your champions. I also love that it tells you kind of what each hero is good at, right? So Catwoman specializes in physical damage, stat stealing, dodge scaling, whereas Black Adam is spiritual damage and doing AoE damage. It just makes it a lot easier to figure out how to kind of put things together, right? You don't have to go searching for someone that's a healer. You can just look right here and know right away, hey, Mara is really good at healing. That's what she does. So nice that they have that from a UI perspective. Just makes it a little bit more streamlined to put together teams that actually make sense. So one of the other ways you can get heroes is through these mother boxes. So you'll see I've got a ton of them down here that you can decode, and this will give you cash, it will give you resources, it will also give you champion shards essentially, or even entire champions by themselves. One of the things that I love about this system though is the fact that every time you decode these planetary energy keys, you actually get value back towards earning additional mother boxes. So when you summon, you get summons, which is such a cool system and incredibly player friendly. So for example, these are lower level summons right here. We'll go ahead and do a big decode of that. Also very nice that you don't have to click 7,000 different times to summon stuff. You can just do all of them at once. A nice little quality of life thing that I think every game in this genre should have, but they certainly don't. Well, DC Dark Legion does. So I really, really enjoy that aspect of it as well. So you see we get a ton of cash, and then look at that. We just earned ourselves a mythic mother box. So if we go up here and we click, we just got ourselves a mythic level mother box, which is pretty awesome. Or I should say divine energy key, divine mother box, and as well as some of these lower level ones too. So now we can actually go over here and just decode this bad boy and see if we end up with a mythical champion. Well, look at that. We got some mythic champion shards for Robin. Such a player friendly system, and something that I specifically wanted to call out because I've never personally seen that before. And I think this is such a unique way to do it, right? So I actually kind of want to just finish this off. Let's see if we get anything else that's really good. I got a mythic champion out of one of these, by the way, which I was super surprised. And it was even one of the lower level ones, which really surprised me. I did not expect that at all. So you can see we're already going towards another mythic box here, or another mythic, energy key. So let's go ahead and decode these bad boys here. Let's see if this gives us enough to get another mythical or another mythic. Hey, we got a legendary champion right there. We got Red Hood. We got Killer Croc too. Look at that. Let's go. It gets really, frankly, exciting when you see the fact that you're popping up with all these freebies over and over and over again for doing something that you would want to do in this game anyway. So kudos to DC Dark Legion. Love this system. Really well designed. So now let's look at the base, right? So base building is a massive part of this game. You'll notice we've got tons of different areas in the base that we've unlocked. This is my account that I've been playing on, by the way. So not a test server account or anything like that, but hangars, war rooms, your training nexus, all of these areas of the base do different things, right? So they generate different resources like the biolab. You can also choose to appoint heroes and villains into these spots to increase the actual output of the different areas of the base. So you'll see here, I've got the Flash in here. I could switch it to somebody else who maybe has a better bonus and therefore get resources faster. So kind of a cool little system to be able to take the heroes that you get and the villains that you get and actually put them into different areas of your base to increase your bonuses. So really enjoy that aspect of it. Upgrading things in here is also super simple. You just have to jump in here, you click upgrade, it takes you to a little screen. You smack this button a handful of times until this area up top goes to 100. You can see you can do continuous upgrading just by holding down. And then you click upgrade. And it's as simple as that. You've also got a shelter up top, which is where your civilians go. So you can unlock different areas of this map, which allows you to get more civilians and in turn boost additional dollar output. So same kind of thing, right? You're upgrading, you're increasing, your resource gathering. It's a fun, real, like just exciting aspect of the game to continue to improve on that over time. So beyond base building and hero gathering, or collecting, I should say, you might be asking, Drock, what else do we do in DC Dark Legion? Well, the answer is a lot of stuff. You do a lot of stuff, guys. First and foremost, you've got tons of different modes that you can explore here. You can see I haven't unlocked all of them, but I've unlocked a handful, including PvP, which is Meta Brawl. So this is your asynchronous PvP opportunity to go in here and challenge different other players' teams, as well as set your own defense. So let's go ahead and do a battle right now. So I'm still pretty low level. Let's try this one and see how we do. This will also give me an opportunity to kind of talk about how combat works in DC Dark Legion, because I think it's essentially an auto battler, but you do have some control over various aspects of the fight itself. So first and foremost, you see our entire hero roster appears right here, or heroes and villains roster. You can choose to have the game automatically pick which heroes make sense for you. You'll also be able to click down here and see that, hey, we're getting a faction bonus, like I talked about, from having 3 different Justice League heroes, and it shows them right there. So super cool. You can also, of course, drag or pop people in or out, and then you can switch positions with them as well if you want them in different areas. So for example, Mara is a healer. We want Mara on the back line. Deadshot does a little bit of range damage. We want him on the back line. Wonder Woman over here kind of works as a tank, so we want her up front to dominate. So they're a little bit higher level than me. This could be a tight one. Let's go ahead and fight and see how it goes. We're jumping in there. You can choose to speed it up. We've got it on auto right now. You can also turn it off if you want to be able to control your abilities. So you'll notice the portraits pop up there. They start popping off with ultimates. Now there are huge special visuals for this that will show you essentially these incredible ultimate abilities. I've turned them off because I like to play a little bit faster. That's just me, but we'll turn them back on for another fight so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. And look at this, we dominated. Just absolutely cooked this guy. He had no shot. So yeah, that's the PvP side of things. You can see there, you get additional challenges you can do in here to unlock some more goodies. And then again, you can set a defense that other people can attack over time as well. So I like to just click auto. The game knows what's up. But if you want to get more granular, you can do that, because this game certainly rewards strategy, right? Rewards building heroes the right way, rewards making sure that you're taking advantage of those faction bonuses and those team ups, and certainly rewards putting your heroes in the right area. So something to keep in mind. And we'll go ahead and save that. That'll be our defense for now. So beyond PvP, there's a ton of PvE things to do in this game as well. One of the things that I've enjoyed so far the most is the world map. You'll notice there are a handful of different icons around here, as well as a giant glowing portal in the center. As you clear that portal, you unlock different milestones, which gives you, as you can see, some pretty awesome heroes and supervillains. So the generosity in this game really is fantastic when it comes to getting heroes that you want, right? So we've already unlocked Wonder Woman. Boom, we get her. She gets converted because we already own her. Now we get those champion shards to use to level her up some more. So pretty cool stuff just by beating different levels of the portal. This is a fun little challenge, by the way. I was stuck on one level for a bit until I got things going in the right area. So it's definitely one of those things where you can't just immediately breeze through it. You have to actually put a little bit of thought into it, put a little bit of thought into the kind of teams that you make, as well as the heroes that you want to level up or not. They've got all these different little cutscenes too. So again, I'm kind of rolling the same thing right here. This is my best team right now. These are the heroes that are gathered, or that are built, I should say. So we'll go ahead and you'll see this is multiple waves. So there's seven levels here, and you can click fight. And essentially this will run kind of on auto, doing every single level one after another. You can choose to stop it, of course. If you lose, it stops it for you. But here you go. Here's an example of one of those ultimate abilities. This is Aquaman coming in on the enemy team, trying to cook me with a giant water tornado. So pretty cool graphics and animations that they have with this game behind all those different abilities, which I think is so fun to watch. Let's see if we can turn on ours and see what happens if we get some of our abilities popping. Are we gonna win this one? I don't know. This is gonna be close. Aquaman and his fish are kind of rough right now. He's twirling me up. He's doing lots of damage. Here we go. Come on, Wonder Woman. Get wrecked, son. Get wrecked. And now we got the Flash about to take off. All these different heroes and villains have their own little unique animations of their ultimate skills, essentially. Boom, son. Get wrecked. Because now here comes Harley Quinn. She's my biggest damage dealer at the moment and just absolutely smacks. And now Deadshot to finish him off. And if you're as much of a fan of DC Comics as I am, this is such a fun thing to get to see these different heroes and villains doing their abilities, as well as knowing their different backstories. I mean, these are stuff that I grew up with, and I'm sure you probably did as well. So we'll go ahead and we'll return now. We won't do another level, but there are multiple different levels to that portal. Helps unlock other areas of your base, allows you to build different areas of your base and improve different areas as well. As you complete quests. But beyond that, you also have like these little individual challenges you can go to. You can see this is actually a pretty tough one right here. So we'll go ahead and give this a shot. We're relatively even. This could be a win or a loss. So Poison Ivy coming at us now. Again, we're going to use the same team for here because it's what I have leveled up. But certainly I'll be investing in some of these other heroes and switching them in and out. But for now, this is what we've got. We're surrounded. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, we're getting poisoned too. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I tried this stage before, by the way, and got absolutely clapped about 3 or 4 levels ago. So I'm really hoping that this time my heroes are strong enough to get it done. I've done some gear upgrades. I've done some leveling. So I'm hoping that we have enough to make it happen. Poison Ivy's certainly looking good, by the way. Sheesh. Look out. All right, come on, Flash. Cook him. Cook him with that speed, baby. Turn back the time. Or turn it forward. Yeah, it looks like we turned it back. We got Wonder Woman going in there, popping off. Now, if you want to control the ultimates too, you can do that. So you can turn it off of auto and essentially choose when to use different ultimates. So I can drag them here and I can use that right there. Pop a heal. Looks like we're going to get this done. Let's see. Wonder Woman. Awesome. Didn't even need to use another one. So there is control over when you choose to do things, and that can come in handy if you're trying to clear stages for the first time. But we get our sweet rewards, some XP, some money. Always nice to get the cash. And yeah, we just cleared that level. So there's a ton of different little things that pop up, little quests essentially on that map. And then, of course, you do have that milestone, that large portal that you want to clear over time. And then this, it kind of is your main quest, right? So this is what progresses the story. So you can jump in here and you'll notice there's a bar up top that shows you the different things you're going to have to do. And you actually get a chance to navigate a little map as you go along. So you'll notice here we got all these fun little cutscenes, essentially little dialogue trees going on. And we've just completed the first part of this stage. Now we get another fight. Who wants to hear me scream? We'll see who's screaming by the end of this video, right? All right, so we're in here. It's a one-wave battle. Let's go ahead and pop off. Now, I'm a significantly higher level than these guys at this point, so this should be just an absolute wipe. Shouldn't be hard at all, but certainly some of these things can be challenging, and you definitely have to have your boys, your girls, your legends, your heroes, your villains all leveled up to get some of this stuff done. So I'm not going to play through this entire mode, but just wanted to give you a taste of one of the things there. So these are some civilians we're going to talk to, and hey, now they love us. We've rescued them. They're safe. Yes, thank you, Batman. We got you. Now, beyond that, you can also join various leagues, of course, which are, communities of players. I am in the USA Team 1, USA #1 team, and you can choose to help people out, which gives you little goodies and rewards, parts of quests, things like that. You get, different chests. You think of this as like a clan or an alliance, essentially, but we call it leagues in this game. So pretty cool that you have that aspect of it as well, an opportunity to get to play with other players in a group. You'll notice here we're completing all these little bat signal quests as we go along for clearing different areas of the game, which of course gives us all these little goodies. Claiming them all. A lot of free goodies. This game does a great job, by the way, of giving a lot of freebies. I mean, there is an insane amount of different things to explore. And again, I already showed you with the summoning system, how generous that is. So it's a really, really, really cool, really fun base builder, right? It's not something that I've had an opportunity to play before, so I'm so excited to get a chance to cover it. And I hope you guys will enjoy it as much as I have so far. Again, as a comic book lover, as someone who enjoys DC, I think it's so much fun to get a chance to play these styles of games, right? And especially do something where you are playing a superhero and supervillain game. And don't forget, they have this massive Halloween event coming up where you have an opportunity to check out the death metal version of Wonder Woman. That's right. She is an absolute menace, guys, and she looks phenomenal. And that event's coming up specifically for Halloween. So definitely make sure you check it out. Don't sleep on the fact that only the best strategists survive the night. All right. That is a strategy game. So buckle up, because here we go. So guys, make sure to download the game using my link in the description down below. It supports the channel. It's a cool game, super fun, super cool superhero characters. A lot of super there, right? Makes sense. Supervillains and superheroes. It's DC, baby. It's Dark Legion. So I actually also have a promo code that will give you exclusive in-game rewards as well. That's Halloween 25, guys. So Halloween 25, make sure you use that promo code, get yourself some cool exclusive in-game rewards. And again, use my link to download the game. And one last time, a huge thank you to DC Dark Legion for sponsoring today's video. Plus, they also have a creator program. So if you're looking to make content for DC Dark Legion, you can check out this QR code right here and get involved, guys. All right, that's pretty much it. I guess there's just one more question to ask. Is your roster powerful enough to survive the night? Looks like we'll have to find out. All right, guys, I'll catch y'all soon. Big Papa Drock, out.